What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Darren Green back with another one of these episodes. If this is episode, I don't know. I don't know what episode this is yet. It's so many. Okay, I want to say it's 213. I'm
Right.
here with my lovely co-host Medusa Show Off. Okay, in essence of it, Seven. What's going on? You know, you just
Oh, nothing. Nothing is going on. I'm good. And I'm
on a
ready to talk
Saturday
about this
afternoon.
topic. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's raining where we're at. I know it's raining where you at because we right across the
Is it?
street.
I don't even know. I haven't
It's not
even
raining.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
haven't I'm really hungover right now, so I don't know what's happening in the world.
Chad, I know we now for the listeners, we was definitely supposed to hang out last night.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm so upset because it's just I hate how and I have a car now, but still anybody try to drive out there because I want to drink too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. You got it. Okay, Core.
Okay, yeah,
I didn't know you had some wheels.
I'll be whipping around a little bit.
I
Yeah.
know that's right.
But yeah, I just, transportation is it's such a bitch when it comes to going to Philly. It's just like it's not like New York where it's like the trains, that thing last train is at 2, you know. And then the first train come at around like 5, 4, you
Right.
know. So at least if you stranded, you can
Figure
hike
something
out in the
Yeah.
dang subway for a little bit. But yeah, next time I'm gonna get me an Airbnb because I want to go to that damn place that you went to. I want to see the niggas. I need to see the peen. Okay,
We have to gatekeep that place.
we got okay. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna say what the name is.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna know.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was y'all's week? I like to get what y'all was doing. Nothing. Same old. Working
Working.
content.
I'm affecting my man.
Oh,
It was what?
I'm just playing. We was arguing because the bitch is not affectionate, and affection just wow.
What's your sign?
A Leo,
You're a
Oh my
Leo?
goodness.
a July Leo.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and a July Leo. And a
I
July.
hate Leos.
Really?
I hate
I
them.
hate Gemini.
My husband is
That.
a Gemini. I love Geminis. I think that
Ooh,
they're
God bless
misunderstood.
Medusa.
Huh?
God bless. What are you again, Medusa?
A Cancer.
Oh, okay.
My
Oh,
daughter's a
I don't know about
Cancer.
cancer. I don't know about cancer.
My daughter's birthday is July 3rd.
Oh, shout outs to her. Darren, what are you?
I'm a
Wait,
Libra.
no, you're a Libra. Yeah.
Balance.
Oh
Okay.
God.
That's the only thing I like about Car. I'm like, all right, she a Libra because some of the stuff that she be doing is we be doing that shit. But
Like what? Like what?
because we are kind of emotional when it comes to like people coming for us and stuff and always want to respond. But it's just like, girl, just
So
we'll
where's
get
Oh
there.
no,
the
We'll get there when we get there.
I'm a clear bitch every time. I don't know. I will never be the bigger person. If God wanted me to be the bigger person, I would have been 6'2", 3 something. I'm not. I'm 5'8" and I'm 2 something. I will always be the smaller person.
Oh, okay.
Always.
Look, it's cute. It's cool. Clap back. But sometimes, girl,
Yeah, like sometimes you have to like what is it? Like prioritize your like mental health and just like
yeah.
to me it's just I'm at a point where I'm like, is it really worth it? Like I don't know. I don't know if we could talk about it. Did you see my video about Raymonte?
Who that?
And you
So I saw that, but I saw him explaining the video, and then I saw your video, and I was like,
Oh,
oh,
his ass. His
yeah,
ass. We gonna make a
yeah.
section in this show dedicated to topics on TikTok because I want to do that with us because there's a couple of people that I want to Fanita. There's a couple of people that I want to talk about on here.
who's Finita?
Okay. The girl with the tart. Remember the whole tart situation?
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
How ugly.
Yes.
I mean, we need to.
You know what?
Let's just say this. Some of these large creators, it's just like once they hit a certain level, they just are not in tune with reality. Like, in what world are you? Why are you recording homeless people? Why are you recording yourself giving money to homeless people? I think that shit is fucking weird. And then his delusional ass fans, who are usually like all of 13 years old. Let's be for real. These girls with millions of followers, a lot of them are underage. They're young and impressionable, and that's the only reason they even, because people our age don't. Okay, I'm done.
Cause I know my followers be overwhelming me. Like I be trying to make sure I, look through all the followers to make sure these kids ain't following me. Tammy and Walker daughter, she follow me on TikTok now. Oh, but I don't mind because she's 18. She's a teenager. She's not like a child. But I feel like if you're under 18, I'm going to block you. I don't need no kids on my shit. If I wanted my child on here, my child would have been on TikTok.
Now, see, I don't go too far because and maybe sometimes I do need to do that because I like, the interactions, the comments, impressions and all that. But I don't know. I got time for that. I got time for it. Like, if I see a comment, I might reply if I like the comment or whatever. I'm not looking through the followers. I'm not seeing who's following me because at the end of the day, we trying to make money out here. Like,
okay, but I know that my followers are usually grown. Like I make content for like grown Black women, so most of them are like in their like late 20s, early 30s.
The bigger you are, the more common you're gonna get a lot of minors following you because at the end of the day,
y'all,
grown people are not on internet, not as much.
I tell y'all, okay.
I was just gonna say I don't mind like people, the underage, whatever, but I'm saying like when they get to gassing you up and shit, like a lot of these followers be putting the battery in your back and making you feel like empowered to do things that you would not do outside of this app. And a lot of these people that's doing that are young, and that's why they're, it's just because there's nothing but little teeny boppers in my comment section defending. I've
seen your videos, and I don't know if you noticed, but I did comment on a couple of them. I'm like, I don't know what's going on in these comments, but you better hope karma don't knock on your damn door and y'all be living in goddamn tents. Because I seen the video and then I seen his response. Now he said his whole response was, but let me let's give the context though, because we gotta tell the people. So basically, there's this creator. I don't know what's his name again, but he's big,
and he has 1 million followers.
Yeah. And basically, he was waving this money at this homeless person, like, you got to be respectful, and I'm trying to help you, this, that, and the third. Only part of the story, because when he explained it, he said, well, there was this other lady that was giving him money, and he didn't like the money that she gave him. Like, I guess it wasn't enough, and he was getting irate with her. And that was his response. But my thing is this, it's you saying that's all cool, but we didn't see that.
Right.
It was out of context. And why would you post it online?
All we see a video of you recording a homeless person and dangling money in their face. Like, do you want this money or not?
Who was clearly already embarrassed.
Like, who the fuck records homeless people? Who does that? Like, what?
And then was saying, oh, well, you got one step ahead of us because you white. And I'm like, okay, well.
Like, clearly he homeless.
Like, you got one step ahead of him.
I'm sorry, you're punching down on people and you're recording yourself punching down. It's not, you shouldn't have to if you have to punch down on someone to make yourself feel big, like I don't know, and then Fanita saying
Fanita really pissed me off because I'm like, girl, we just got off your ass with that whole Tarte situation. And now you want to get up there looking how you looking and saying, well, some people are just not cute.
You're talking about yourself. The call is coming from the side of the house. But you're not cute.
I do not condone calling people ugly, fat shaming, or anything like that. I'm not going to partake in it. I'm going to also say I didn't give a fuck that you got shamed and they came for you in the comments. I don't care. Because
now you losing weight. You think you just such this bad bitch. You're not. You're ugly.
You want to be honest?
People fail to realize that. If you are ugly on the inside, you are ugly on the outside. Bitch, it don't matter. That personality is trash. You're trash.
Yeah. And just like you said, we're just keeping it real. We're just keeping it real. And so was they in the comments. Because every post
let's not act like before she lost that weight. Now she wasn't on that beach. When she was asking those guys to kiss her on her cheek, and playing, it was like an awkward ass game, and they were like kissing her on her cheek. But it was making them awkward, and I feel like she just wants to be like that. What is it called? Like the fugly friend.
The
So now
Melissa
that she done went
McCarthy.
from
Melissa McCarthy.
now that she done went from the fugly friend into the cute, you all right. That should go on in
Not
your
the cute
head, bitch. 'Cause
UI.
I will take a pen and pop that. Don't do that.
She just kind of set herself up for it. I guess she's smelling herself now that she lost that weight.
And that's the thing too. I get it. And people say, when you lose weight, people really start treating you differently and stuff like that. And then you kind of start to feel different. You start to act different. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm on my journey, my weight loss journey too. I feel like everybody in America, most people in America are on their weight loss journey. A lot of us are, we overweight out here. So I can't say how I would be after losing X amount of weight with this and the third. But like, girl, I ain't gonna be no bitch. I ain't gonna be like, oh my God, see, y'all need to do it. Yeah, some of y'all just ugly. Like, girl, you just let me not.
You just was in the ugly category 2 months ago. Please don't get ahead of yourself.
We just started self-love. Like, come on.
You just found out you wanted to stay on this earth. Please shut up.
Oh, now see.
Oh. You say both of our faces.
Yes. Oh my goodness. No, and that's look. We gotta, but we're just keeping it real, right? We're just keeping it real. Come on.
Lies were told.
I don't like people that's like that. It's like keeping it real, but then when it's done to you. Because I remember she was on that video. She said, "Yeah, y'all was treating me different because I got lost weight and this, that, and the third." And y'all, I seen that video. I was with her. I was like, you know what? You better go ahead. And then you do this.
And then she's like, I've also realized that y'all also don't like conventionally attractive people. I'm like, what are you talking? Like, what? Pretty privilege is
because you can't be talking about yourself. You can't. It's not working for you because that's not what you are.
That's like
you're picking to cute people.
Pretty much. You want it. It's like
and it's
you're
sad.
not that girl. You're not Finita. And like honestly, I never.
The host that was on that podcast was looking at you like this ugly bitch.
I don't want to call her ugly, but like
I will.
You're not. You're not the poster child for beauty. Like you're not. Like you're. Let's move on because I don't want to.
Like everybody is ugly. Everybody is ugly to somebody. There's people out here that's thinking that Beyonce is ugly, that Carrie Hilson is ugly, like that Kelly Rowland is ugly. Like we're ugly to somebody, especially if they're fucking racist. Bitch, get over it.
Yeah. Anyway, all for these wannabes. That's all it is. Like they get. I think and Pablo, that's their name, said this way back when. Y'all are so try leaving TikTok. Y'all not gonna get the same amount of optics, visuals, like nothing. Like y'all be having millions of followers, but y'all YouTubes be on 1K.
Come on. Like yes,
y'all Instagrams be on 2K.
You're engaged. Like that's how you know you're that girl.
Engagement 100.
When the engagement is what is it like consistent on all platforms. A lot of y'all are not. The only one who I think really is doing that is like the Shaheems, Hoochie guy, like who had the Hoochies. Okay, you had an established platform prior to TikTok. You was that girl on Twitter. You and da da da. But these girlies that just started blow like you and quiet as it's kept. A lot of y'all stitched somebody else's video that was already viral, and now you see what I'm saying. Like, I know the name of the game.
And I feel like a lot of people now, it's now have become, well, right now, this week in particular, it has become everybody's a world news anchorman. With this whole situation. Now, I know with the Israel and Palestine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Wait.
I didn't mean to laugh. No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at like just how we have to like tiptoe around this conversation. Like it's just
you really made me feel like Mariah Carey right now. Remember when she said, "Oh, but we don't want to talk about 9/11, huh?" Remember when she said that, and everybody was like, "What?"
It's just.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to read the room. You know, there's a lot of information that's coming out about this situation. You know,
Free Palestine. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to know where everybody's headspace
Free
was.
Palestine, and just because we just being pro Palestine does not mean that you are, you want against whatever. Like I get that you want like Israel to die and you want like Jewish people to die,
innocent people.
Just because we want peace, and we want. And that's their land. And leave them the fuck alone. Yeah. And this has also been going on for 70 fucking years. Getting your lick back is not an act of terrorism.
Yeah. And we just gotta speak the truth here. I think people are noticing that too, because people are running into TikTok for updates and stuff like that, because the news is just not giving it to us. Like, if you really look at it, I mean, we had Biden literally condemned the Hamas and I don't want to speak too much into it, because I'm still kind of doing research myself, but there's just a lot of information that's coming out, and it's just like this or that, and it's just like, what do I, as the average person, where can I get the true information and not just propaganda? Because I feel like this whole situation,
that's all I have to say.
All right, and with that being said, we got to get into these hot topics. That's what we came here for. All right, and what we got to get into, child, you already know we got to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith and her situation. Her honey, she want to come out and talk about her marriage, child. I
don't want to choke her.
We
got to talk about DJ Envy and his little Ponzi scheme allegation situation. JT and Young Miami and this new album, Real Ass Whores.
I'm excited to talk about that one.
Which one?
The City Girls.
Oh, okay, Real Ass Whore. And then we gotta talk about Cardi B and how we gotta talk about the Stan Wars. Episode 2 of the Stan Wars. We'll get into that, all that, and probably some more, because we got this girl talking about Summer Walker got herpes and stuff, allegedly. Don't scare me. Yeah, girl. Yeah, Michi's ex-girlfriend apparently said that. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, okay. Let's
not. You just say who doesn't? Who doesn't have?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have herpes. It's very common. It's not even
no, but she was talking about the herpes down there.
I mean,
not like the cold sore.
Okay, we'll get into it. We get into it. Come on.
It's deep, child.
I don't think that's a read anymore. Like, herpes is very common. A lot of people have. I think one in, what is it? Like, I don't know what the numbers is, but it's very common. So a lot of us have it. So I don't know. Whatever.
We'll get into it.
I'm not into like STD shaming.
Yeah, that's what it boils down. But she also said other stuff too. We'll get into that, because I got the video for that. But we're gonna start off by talking about Jada Pinkett Smith, and let me say this little snippet before we get into our full discussion. Now, child, apparently Will and Jada Smith have been separated for about 7 years. Okay, she finally made that revelation this Wednesday in a couple different interviews, one with People Magazine and another with the Today Show. She talked about a lot of things. Okay, she talked about the fact that they've been separated ever since 2016. That during that situation, when they did the Oscars, that situation, they weren't together, which was kind of weird. That now, knowing that they were separated, Will still did what he did. Fine.
And she said that he wasn't calling her his wife before the slap happened.
Before the slap.
Huh? Oh. He wasn't calling her his. Huh?
She just making up shit. She's just making up shit.
She said that when he said, "Keep my wife's name out your blanket mouth," that was the first time in years that he acknowledged her as his wife. And they initially been separated ever since the whole entanglement situation. So I'm guessing this is a way for Jada for her to appear like, I didn't cheat. We were separated. During that whole entanglement situation.
Oh, but okay, if they've been separated for 7 years, then yeah, like, because then they were separated. So they were separated during the entanglement.
They were.
Okay. I mean,
they didn't want to tell us that they were separated when they went on Red Table Talk. I mean, like, girl. Now, what got me, because for the life of me, I was with this, like I told Essence before we got on, we started recording. I was pro Smiths, like I was pro Jada Autumn, like I just wanted them to win.
No.
But Jada, you mean to tell me you withhold this information that y'all was separated during the entanglement situation? I mean, like it's like, did you want the dragging? And do you continuously want the dragging? Because they dragging the fuck out you. They just calm down off you. And then you came out with this because she promoting the book. You know, situation happens. You got to find a way to capitalize off it.
Listen, let's start. Can we go back to the entanglement?
Okay.
Here's my thing, Jada. You were grooming August. Like you met him through Jaden. Jaden and August were friends, and you started fucking on his friend. 1, 2. August Alsina was sick as fuck. Literally had shit up his nose on his deathbed, and you took that as an opportunity to fuck him. Like that's predatory behavior. Okay, so let's start there. And Will, because I'm gonna give you some too, because you sat there and you participated in all of this shit. So we not about to
do, you know.
You gave your you gave him your blessing to you blessed this grooming predatory behavior. So it's fuck both of them.
Right.
I don't, and I'm sorry, like, do y'all remember when they were like taking, I made a whole video about this on my YouTube channel, but do y'all remember when they were like taking like trips as a family, and it was this like narrative like, oh wow, the Smiths really like adopted August Alsina into their like, and it was like, no, you were fucking him. Like, how y'all portrayed it as a family dynamic. And you even labeled him, you even said that you were mentoring him. You cannot fuck your mentee. That's a conflict of interest. So Jada Pinkett Smith is a predator.
Okay.
Let's start there. As far
now,
as, go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. At that time, I didn't look at it as she was grooming him. Like, I really thought this was, because I didn't know that he was friends with Jaden. When I found that out, I was like, okay, now that's a little weird. You know, you messing with your son's friend. But like,
and they never said. I'm sorry.
And at the time, I was like, he grown, you know, but grown people can be groomed as well.
But when they met, he was not grown. They met, you know. I don't. That has never been confirmed. How old he was when they met, because you know he's been in the. They keep on they keep changing the narrative, because you know August has been in the music industry since he was a child. We found out about him when he was grown, but so it's never been confirmed when they met. Nasty.
That is true.
It's never been confirmed.
Yeah. And looking about how everything is playing out, why is Jada the only one speaking? And I'm not trying to sound like, oh, the man needs to talk or this, that, the third. And I'm not on that bullshit like, oh, she's demasculating him. I don't believe that.
But see, I feel like Jada has always been the one putting us in their business.
Like, it comes unsolicited at some point.
Yes. Out of nowhere. Why are you telling us? I mean, we went 7 years without knowing y'all was separated. Why now? Because you have a book.
We could definitely go 7 more.
Right. You know, Anna Navarre from The View did say that she just, you know, this is for money. This is profitable for her. She can put out books. People are gonna read it.
Let's talk about it. They exploit every aspect of their life. Like, nobody gives a fuck about Jada Pinkett Smith. We haven't cared about her since Set It Off. Let's be fucking for real.
None of the movies, I mean, except for Girls Trip, that was kind of cute.
Oh, okay. We don't care about her. The only time we talk about her is when she tells us her business. When she tells us some information that we didn't ask. That's the only time we check for her.
And what really stopped it was the fact that Facebook canceled the Red Table Talk. So now it's like, this was our way to, we need a good check here. Let's get on here and talk about our dirty laundry.
So she's saying,
yeah.
So she's saying that whole. So can we talk about the slap? Because now I'm like,
well, she gave us some content. She said that during the separation, Chris Rock hit it on her, and she turned him down or whatever, this and the third, and people are said to believe that maybe she told that to Will, and that could have been the straw that broke the camel's back on why he slapped him. She's just now releasing the backhands, like the behind the scenes shit that we ain't never knew about. Which at the end of the day,
later,
yeah,
like that shit happened in 2021 or 2022. Bitch, we're about to be in 2024. Why are we talking about this now? Like that's another thing. Like
she wanted to wait till everybody stopped talking about it. Other countries is dealing with some real shit.
Okay.
Me and my husband have been separated for 7 years. Like,
who cares?
In the midst of all this craziness happening.
And she drops it like it's like some like
exclusive tea on the Today Show.
Yeah, like nobody cares. Nobody cares about you, Jada. And honestly, at this point, you're gonna have your only claim to relevance is through Will Smith. It's through your marriage. Nobody gives
and I don't believe right. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think that Will also, but let's keep in mind, bitch, your ass was separated and you got up and slapped somebody, and that you risked your career, got banned from the Oscars.
They probably still fucking.
Of course.
Can we talk about that? Can we also agree that slap was unnecessary? Like
now it's meaningless.
Like no.
Oh no, that was definitely necessary.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. Chris Rock is the most anti-black person that I know outside of Candace Owens. That man don't like us. That man has so many sexual assaults. That man is a predator. That man literally makes all of his money off of making fun of black people. He was literally just around them white men, allowing 2 white men to say that N-word with the hard ER. That man he is the Uncle Ruckus of the black community.
That's not why he slapped him though. Like
that's why it's validated, because he always makes fun of black women. When he did that that whole, it was something about like a hair documentary, and there was a girl on there, and she was like, I guess like Indian or Brazilian or whatever. She had long hair, and he was like, "Oh, don't let a black woman see you. She gonna steal your hair, bitch. What are you talking about? Your wife is ugly as fuck."
He deserves to get slapped. He deserves to get slapped. Let's be very clear.
He deserves to get slapped.
It just doesn't make any sense.
I want to elbow his ass too.
Oh, come on. Let's be for real. Let's be fucking for real.
I don't have no sympathy for nobody like that.
Let's be fucking for real. Granted, I understand like certain people, if a white person makes a joke, about black people, it can come off racist. But if a black person makes the same joke, the context, you see what I'm saying? Like I get it, like certain. But let's be fucking for real. When we as black women, when we see non-black women with really, really long hair, we have all made the joke like, child, if I don't get caught slipping, let me give me a pair of scissors. It's a joke.
No. I say that if I see a horse tail, because that's really where braiding hair comes from, is horse hair.
No, I don't want no horse hair, bitch. I want human hair. Like
that's the same thing. You ain't never seen like the horse's hair. That shit is so beautiful.
But I think we are in this PC culture now, and I think that certain things that were like back in high school, I remember dudes used to be like, "Oh my god, the horse went their hair back," like to say some stupid shit like that. But you can't say that shit now, because people will start looking at you like, "Oh no, that's undertones of in which by it is undertones of anti-blackness and with everything that Essence was saying." I think he's done it so much though. I think that's the problem. He has done it so much.
Okay. I'm sorry. My thing is but like you said, Darren, you risked your career. It's the Oscars. You were up for an Oscar. It's like, it wasn't.
He still got the Oscar. Let's be honest.
But he banned for 10 years. That man gonna what his career gonna look like in 10 years?
Will Smith is Will Smith. You can't take away what he's done with the black community. You can't take away his acting skills. Even if Chris Rock was to get Oscars out the wazoo, it wouldn't mean nothing because Chris Rock don't know how to fucking act, and the nigga ain't funny.
I don't know.
But I'm just saying,
Will
like,
Smith
Will
can
kind of
literally retire today and be set for the rest of his life. Him and his kids.
Right, but I do think Will kind of
Chris Rock don't have that luxury.
He don't got that luxury. No, he may not have that luxury. I think that he was used as a tool here because everybody hyped him up in that damn comedy show. Girl, bye.
I don't even watch that. I won't even waste my time.
But Will, like, you know, a lot of these actors are trying to get Oscars. Okay, they're trying to stack up. Like, this is going to hinder him for the next 10 years, and by the time it's 10 years. Where he gonna be? He already 50 something, right? Ain't he already like or 49 or something?
He ain't doing shit anyway.
I feel like
he's not doing nothing because he's not gonna get no award for nothing.
And even if he wasn't, the Oscar isn't the end all be all. If he gets EGOT status, that's all that matters.
But see, just because he's banned from the Oscars doesn't mean that he won't be banned from movies. Because at the end of the day, movie companies want their actors. They want to submit their movies to the Oscars, and if he's associated with it, and you know how the Oscars are, because I heard some stuff about.
To be honest, the Oscars and the Grammys and the Tonys and the Emmys ain't making him no money. It's what he get in that movie and sell that movie. That's what's putting the money in his pockets. That's the Oscars and shit like that. That's just a reward for being a good actor. We already know he's a good actor, and we already know he make good music. All he got to do is make a movie and shut all that down.
We shouldn't care about the Oscars because you know what I heard. I heard some stuff about the whole Holly situation.
Telling people racist.
They ain't trying to nominate her.
Y'all so upset about Will Smith getting the Oscar, but y'all gave an Oscar to a man that's wanted in the United States for having relations with minors. He can't even come back in here because he will get arrested.
Ooh.
That's why he lives in a third world country because he can't come back to the United States.
Not a third world.
You said France?
Some white man.
I think he's in France. I don't think he's, but
well.
He's traveling the world, and the whole time he's a wanted man. I think they had bigger fish to fry. Will Smith ain't did shit that ain't did shit.
And I agree.
As a man.
I was on Will Smith's side with that whole situation. I don't want to rehash it, but I was with Will with that slapping it because, like, boy, yeah, out of here.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. You slapped him, then you went and started do the whole monologue and keep my name and all the neck rolling, and it was just very like okay. And then you started crying, girl. It was very.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I'm sorry. Okay. No, hold on. Let me land. Like it, like that. Just it makes sense. Like I'm sorry. I know we keep on like making Jada out to be the monster, but I wouldn't want to be married to somebody like that. Like I like he sounds very emotionally unstable. Like you're slapping people, you're crying, you're yelling, you're and then
she also talked about behind the scenes on that day. She was like, well, Chris Rock came over to talk to me and say that, hey, like I didn't mean no malice by what I said and this and the third, and then Will was he's about to get active again.
Jada is a lying ass bitch because you can tell when he said that joke, the look on her face, she was very much disgusted.
Yeah, in the way,
even after he slapped, even after he slapped him, they had a picture with their heads being together. That lady is using that man as a pawn because one minute she want him, the next minute she don't. You can't be like we were separated since 2016, but he looked over to her because he was laughing at the joke. He looked over to her.
He did laugh.
He saw that she was disgusted and got up and did what the fuck a husband is supposed to do, and she rewarded him for that.
Right.
No,
she even was kind of.
I'm sorry.
She didn't agree, but her face was so disgusted.
She said that she didn't agree with the slap. So
yeah,
after the slap, they took a picture together with both of their heads being together, and they were holding hands.
I mean, she has to maintain.
They was playing the part at that point.
Yeah, she has to maintain.
I mean, if you're gonna say she lied, they both lied. They both are some liars, and they ain't shit.
Thank you. That's my thing. Y'all keep putting it all on Jada. They are that whole family,
Yeah.
and it's like let's talk about it. Willow and Jaden emancipated from them, or Jaden emancipated from him when they were like he was like 15 or 16. It's not. It's because of it's them them together as a whole. It's toxic as fuck.
They need to divorce. They need to divorce, and I hate telling people to do that when like you don't know nothing about their marriage.
She don't leave in that man.
But we are so. We're in the at this point. We're in the marriage. We're in it because we know so much about it.
I don't think they need to divorce. You know why? Because it would be really complicated. They've been married for how long? Almost 20 years.
They get grown as hell. Oh well, they got.
It's not about that. It's about the money. It's about the assets. Yeah. They have a lot of assets in that they've acquired together, and it will be really messy trying to split that up. That's why they're not. And like I said, Jada doesn't have any relevance without Will. Like we don't care about her.
And let me just say, get a grandparent divorce child. That means you're separated and y'all just go about your ways until.
That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing.
One of them kill over.
And that's nothing new. Exactly. This ain't new. We know plenty of Black people or just folks in general who have been married for years and they're just not together anymore, but they're not getting a divorce. And now they also ain't got no damn money. So I don't really see, but I don't really see what the holdup is. But with this.
Because at the end of the day, like if they try, girl, because if they do I don't think Jada want to get a divorce too, because if they do get a divorce, and they start telling Will to be like, well, if you say she cheated, alimony,
Well, they had an open relationship though. Because let's be very clear, there's been rumors for years that Will was sleeping around with Dwayne Martin, allegedly that he's had Keisha Campbell's husband.
Will?
Yes. His name was even mentioned in their divorce with Tisha Campbell. They're best friends. They go on all male vacations together. Like this is not. I'm not even gonna say allegedly. Like this is documented in the divorce that his name is like he was giving him millions of dollars. That's allegedly his nigga. Like so, they have an open marriage. It's not cheating.
Okay, well, that's always been a rumor about Will, but
Oh, honey, this ain't no tea. This is old. This tea is moldy. It's mold and cold.
Right. I don't know. Like we just too privy to this whole family, and I'm believe.
Yeah, I'm ready to stop talking about them. 2024. I don't want to talk about the Smiths no more. Fuck them. All of them. They're annoying.
You need to leave them at 2024. Yeah.
We don't ever hear nothing about Jada and I'm sorry. We don't ever hear nothing about Jaden and Willow. Like, because they be
doing their thing. They be doing their thing. I follow Jaden on Insta. He be doing a lot of like back to the community type stuff and eco-friendly shit and all that good for the earth. Yeah. He doing it. He doing it. People want to sit there and say, "Oh no, he not his father, or he ain't go as far." I'm like, this nigga got lucky. Okay, let's be fair. He got lucky. He got on Independence Day, and then his whole career skyrocketed. He kept on doing these movies, but it's not that much work with Will. Will also. I ain't gonna say Pretty Privilege got him there too, because there was a time when Will was everybody wanted Will.
Cause that man been fine.
Yeah, especially Bad Boys. Bad Boys. 1 and 2.
Yeah. Independence Day. Child
but now he's a bitch, and now he's crying and all this other shit. I don't.
Oh, well, we got to understand too, though. Let me just say this though, because
why he a bitch? Because he cries.
Y'all gotta allow these men to have some type of emotional intelligence,
emotional
intellect or something.
Niggas is not rocks. Like they have feelings.
I didn't mean. Let me rephrase that. It's not. Yeah. I don't think it's an issue with him crying, but I think like. You're fighting, you're crying, you're yelling, you're screaming. It's like it's very like volatile. It's like that whole
because those bitches stressing him out.
But they haven't been together for 7 years. Hold on, but they haven't been together.
Believe that?
They haven't been together for 7 years. So what
do you really
what is there to stress?
If Jada went from dealing with a grown ass man to fucking one of her son's friends, do you really believe that she will stop dealing with this man? If she was to leave Will Smith and she wasn't able to get any of his money, this lady would not know what to do. What are you going to do? She is still dealing with that man. She is still dealing with that man.
I tapped out.
She's sticking beside him.
She's sticking beside him, but we not gonna stick beside him because we done, honey.
Okay.
We 40 minutes in this.
Right.
I'm done with them. Oh my goodness.
Right.
Now we got to get into one annoying topic to another annoying topic, which is DJ Envy. Okay.
Wow.
So earlier this week, the Breakfast Club host finally addressed the Ponzi scheme allegations that's been haunting him for weeks. Okay. He went on the Breakfast Club basically talking about his part in promoting the side hustle, which has now been called a scam. Okay, he told his listeners that he's going against the advice of his legal counsel for defending his name. But he said he embarked on this real estate venture with Caesar, that's the person that actually was doing the house flipping scandals, in order to assist first-time homeowners in his community so that they wouldn't struggle like he did, whatever that means. Envy admits he participated in several seminars disseminating information to potential buyers, but said that he had no knowledge of what Caesar did with the people's money, and claims that he even lost $500,000 of his own money in the process of this situation. And when I said this on my video earlier today, I said, DJ Envy, I don't give a goddamn if you got scammed too. As a radio host, influencer, celebrity, this and the third, to do these brand deal or promote businesses for compensation, it's the onus is still on you to vet these companies.
Yeah.
You know, yes, you may have not taken these people's money. You know, you probably wasn't in on it, and you probably did lose $500,000 that you can make working at Breakfast Club for a couple weeks. But you promoted it. You promoted it.
Yeah, your name is
on it. Yeah. Your name is on it. People trust you.
Right. And they wouldn't have bought it without your blood, that they bought it because of you. So
you're very much a part of this. You got a bag off of it.
And my thing is, I'm sorry. My thing is like, you over here saying like, yeah, I'm gonna go against my legal counsel. Why do y'all? They're experts for a reason. Every time y'all do that, that's Tasha K did that. Her legal counsel told her to not just stop talk. Well, something. She definitely like said like they told me not to do this, but
they tried to get her to settle. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like, girl, why aren't you listening to them? And now here we are.
Yeah. Now here we are. And people are still, you thought that this was going to do anything. People are clowning your ass. And now I'm hearing that he might get fired.
And just like Tory Lanez attorney was telling him not to blame Kelsey, not to use Kelsey as your punchline, as your downfall. He did that shit anyways. Now his ass is in fucking prison.
And then that story running around
and
saying
everyone listen.
Can't bail nobody out no damn
and
prison.
That girl, one of my mutuals sent me that screenshot, and I made sure I made a video so that way when Megan making her rounds, I'm gonna send it to her, because you need to check your evidence before you post that shit. And I hope that bitch gets sued for everything she got, because she been riding for Tory Lanez since the whole shit happened. Wait, that's the girl
that said that he got out?
Yes.
How the hell you gonna bail somebody out of prison? You don't bail nobody out no damn prison.
That ain't sitting on the bond that already got sentenced.
Well, and then people's like, exactly, good, got him. We got him out, King. Got out, King. Girl. Anyway, back to the situation at hand. DJ freaking Envy, you a piece of shit. Okay.
Wow.
You and Charmaine, you should have listened to your. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, do you know how much money was taken or stolen or like?
I did see this news story. I've seen this news story. And there was one person that used to work on DJ Envy's cars, said he lost over 100,000. This other family said they lost over 200,000 because it's a house flipping thing. So you put the money in, and I guess they fix it up for it to be sold again, and then they get like some type of I don't know how the house. So it's a real estate thing. It's house flipping. Now I've heard of house flipping.
it sounds unrealistic to begin with. So
I may be butchering the process of it all, but people said they put money into Caesar Penn, that's his name, Caesar something. They put money into his house flipping company. They flip the house and then they get a piece of the pot, like they get like a percentage back, whatever they get when it gets bought or something like that, or rented or whatever the case is. Apparently, people was putting their money in, they didn't see a dime back, or they didn't get the money that they said they were going to get.
Child, I have no thoughts. I don't understand why if that's the case, then shouldn't he be going to jail? Hello, like
you talk about Envy?
Yes,
Envy promoted it. He didn't. There's no proof of him, from my understanding, that he got money from any of the people that put their money into it. Like this was all Caesar's thing. He got paid to promote it. He promoted this. Like it's like any other. If a brand comes to you as an influencer to promote this brand, and you get like a percentage. I don't know. He might now if he gets a commission off of somebody signing up.
Right, and I guess and then it's like another thing is like, oh, I didn't know. That's not admissible in court. Not knowing that you're breaking the law is like you still broke the law. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you can't use that argument in court.
Right.
You might be able to reduce your time, but you still broke the law. So you have to be held accountable for that.
The fact that he did, and my thing is, this is like you didn't even give nobody an apology. Like there's people that probably was loyal fans to you, people that worked on your car, people that you knew that
he doesn't care.
You know, it could have been like, I'm so sorry that this had happened to you guys, and then you would have put in your little, well, this ain't had nothing to do with me. But like you just completely was like, my name been in, and I ain't in it. I promoted it, but it wasn't me.
You know, the fact that his wife was.
No, go ahead, Essence. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just about to say the fact that his wife told the whole world that he didn't make her climax for 10 years. Ever since then, I knew this man was a fucking joke and a fraud. Because you mean to tell me that you don't know for 10 years that your wife is not satisfied sexually?
But no, I'm sorry.
I'm so confused about heterosexual women, because do y'all really like men?
That's her fault. She's like, how if you over there hollering and screaming, like you need to communicate. Y'all don't communicate. No. You don't talk, like y'all don't talk about sex with your partner and like.
But see, if you're doing it right, then her, downstairs part will definitely show it. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't showing it. And most men don't know. If they don't know, if they think that what they're doing is good and everybody is lying and telling them the same thing, they don't know.
But see, that's what you gotta do. You gotta stroke these men's ego though sometimes. Like, and if
not
you don't,
me.
it's like
nigga, get off of me. What the fuck is this? What is this? What are you doing?
You are meant to be with a woman.
You're wasting my time.
You know what I was talking about, Medusa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta stroke their ego sometimes, because it's like then it's gonna be a whole thing, and then
I would have stood up and square up with that nigga naked. I need to fight you.
I think that I don't know. I feel like you not being satisfied for 10 years, that's on you. Like you needed
to wow. Because girl, I would have ended up pregnant somewhere. You
need to communicate that.
I'd have been like, let me tell you something. This Rose is gonna be in here while we doing this, okay? Yeah. We need help. We need help.
Or just like, hey, you're not satisfying me. I'm not gonna be not satisfied or unsatisfied for 10 years.
10 years. That's mentally exhausting.
That makes me think that she was getting satisfied somewhere else.
Oh, she definitely was now. Big Black Joe was definitely busting it down.
No, you're right at there, and that's the money was satisfying her.
Could have been, because he got one of the most popular syndicated radio shows in the world, I would say. I mean, if he gets fired from this, because they said investors and sponsors and stuff like that are going to pull away because this is a really big situation. This is a big situation. People lost a lot of money, and the dude Caesar could face jail time. I don't know if I don't think DJ Envy is going to face jail time. He might have to. What's it called? Got to pay something, or
it kind of reminds me of
fine.
Like
there we go.
It reminds me of Erica Jane. when the housewife lady, when her husband was scamming the girls and shit, and she just was like, oh, like it has something to do with me. And it's like, but the money that he was using, you know, for you, like for these extravagant parties for you, and for that song, for you to be a artist, expensive child.
Yeah. You know, decisions. People be making some bad choices in life, child. Look, if you are a celebrity, if you're an influencer or whatever, just know vet these companies. Okay, look at their website. Yeah. Get it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you got it, make sure it works, and then you want to promote it. Or then you want to
go on a Better Business Bureau, because if it's real, it's gonna be on there.
Right. Because I see a lot of these TikTok people on this day, because you know it's TikTok HSN now, because they got the little TikTok shop.
Girl, I won't be buying nothing from there.
They got me. I
bought this. This is the Batman case, because like at night you cannot see this phone. This phone dark as hell. I know it's in the light, but it's a cute little case. That's the only thing I got.
What
I'm
does
not
it
getting
do?
no food. No, it's a case. It was like 4 cents. You know, I paid like $1 for shipping.
I got a tripod. Something.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
Okay, I needed.
I don't trust them. That should be coming from China.
I got a tripod. It was like $17. I need something to hold my phone up, like when I'm doing my get ready with me videos and
it
stuff.
Works?
And yeah, it's just.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I just need. I mean, I'm not about to be shopping on there though. Like the girls is getting, like, you know, Shein dupes or whatever. I'm like, no.
And they keep showing me these ugly ass personal nails. I'm not buying these ugly ass fucking personal nails. And
they also sell wigs too. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's become Wish now. Like, goddamn.
Okay.
We going to TikTok shop now. I thought we were just getting content. Now let's move on, because you know we done off with DJ Envy. We got a show to finish. Now, JT and Young Miami.
They got
a little bit of do we want to say backlash? Maybe it's a little pushback. You know, maybe a little nudge. The City Girls is gearing up for their next album. Now, as we know, this will be their last duo, from my understanding, because we know that JT is set to release her EP.
Okay.
So she was at the Hip Hop Awards and with Yandy, and they basically announced that their new album is going to be called Raw, short for Real Ass Whores. And the people was not here for it. They said that it's demeaning women. They said that it's a basic ass title.
Shut the fuck up.
Very off brand.
God damn it. Every time Black women do something, we always gotta be the symbol for the motherfucking Black community.
Yeah.
These niggas be out here literally topless, showing everything their mama and daddy gave them. But when we do it, we have to be modest fucking Amish women. Go to hell.
But I don't think that we should use men's behavior. Like, men are trash, men are dirty, men are nasty. So I don't think that, you know, and so I don't think that we should use them as the reason why we do what we do, the decisions that we make. 1, 2. My thing is, on one hand, yes, I do agree with you, Essence. I see where you're coming from, but here's my thing: why? What is up with this thing with Black women in hip hop, with like being so raunchy? Like I don't mind being sexually liberated and sex positivity. I'm all for that, but since when did we all become whores and sluts? And like when did this slutification? I don't know. I just
I've been a whore, so
but this is the City Girl brand.
Right, they're not trying to be wives. We young. I
thought that the City Girl brand was like getting being fly and like having niggas take care of, like, fly, you know, like a lifestyle of like just being a bad bitch. I didn't know that it was about you being a slut like that. Okay. When did we? I
don't think that's not what it is. I feel like it's I got it, so I'm a flaunt it type of shit. Like, it ain't tricking if you got it. So if I know that I can take care of myself and I got, you know, Miss Good Puss over here, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and how many people I want to do it with. But if I want it to be 7 people at one time, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do because I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't
and
it
I,
just?
but I also, but let me just say
sorry,
this. I'm gonna let y'all. Yeah, I think it's also them taking the power back as well because we all know that that's the connotation. That's what the internet gives them. Like you're a whore, you're a slut, this, that, and the third. Okay, so if I'm gonna be a whore, put baddest in front of it. Put real in front of it. I'm a real ass whore. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm taking the power back. So now it's like I don't care. At the end of the day, I know who I am.
Period.
But
and you know half of the shit that they be rapping about, it just be rapping. Like you know, Young Miami is what Diddy. You know, JT is what you Uzi. So half of the shit that they be rapping about is just rap.
Yeah,
it's just
so
rap.
They're not really living whore lives if you really get into it. They in relationships.
But somebody can relate to that. Somebody can relate to getting money from these men and don't have to lay down with him, getting their way and doing whatever they want to do and being free while doing it. No judgment at all.
But doesn't it get old after a while? Like,
to me.
Hold on, my thing is like, okay, when the City Girls first came out, I don't know. I think I was like, I just went to college. I was like maybe like 23 or something like that. I went to college a little later, but like now I'm 29. I'm almost 30. Like they're 30 as well. Like, isn't the music supposed to evolve? Like, like okay, we keep talking about the same thing. Like. That's how I feel about SZA's music.
Men talk about the same thing all the time.
I don't listen to them. I don't listen to men. I don't listen to.
But everybody talks about the same thing. Even Beyonce talk about it, but she be singing about it.
No, Beyonce's music has evolved over time. Like so we're not
because she about to be 50. I would hope it would evolve.
That's my point. As you get older, like it's just like that slut me out shit. It gets old after a while. I'm sorry.
Well, we don't know what's to come of the City Girls at pre or post music duo. We know that Carisha's going to continue doing her Carisha Please, getting into her little Oprah bag allegedly. And JT is set to do her own solo career. We don't know what she's going to talk about. JT really can rap. Like, and I'm not. And there's no shade to Young Miami. But JT really do be rapping.
No, Young Miami knows she can't rap.
And it's not that she can't rap. It's just that girl, you be fighting the beat.
No, she can't rap. What you mean she can't rap? That's exactly what it is. She can't rap. It's fine.
But
we like her for her voice anyway.
I think when it comes to the duo City Girls, you got to play to that brand. And I feel like JT, because we even seen JT performing at the Hip Hop Awards. You've seen her kind of like rolling her eyes like. She's done with it. Like she wants to be a solo artist. I think when she becomes a solo artist, you will see that change. You will see that evolution with JT. I think that.
Yeah.
I think we just got to play this part because this is the City Girls. This is what the City Girls is.
I mean, I feel like they be switching it up because the last song that JT made, No Bars, it wasn't really about like, laying down with men or tricking off or whatever. It was about what the fuck she been through. And if you watch the visuals, you will see that it's about what she been through because she did the visuals inside of a prison cell.
Can we just get back to being a bad bitch? Can we I don't even mind us calling us bitches. Like that's something that we've reclaimed. I'm not with that queen shit. Okay, even though I kind of do like
yes, queen.
Yeah, but I do. That's one thing about the 90s and shit that I did like, that we was calling each other sisters and queens and stuff like that. And it was just like some it was a level of pride that came with it. I don't feel that pride when I listen to this music now. And let me say
I think it evolves. I think things evolve. And I think that people...
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think that people, what we thought was endearment and empowering back then, people in this generation are finding different ways to exude that. And I think that... I don't know. Maybe the younger generation will say that to the generation before them, like, "Oh, y'all, what y'all doing?" Like, I mean, it's always an evolution. I always think that people in the older generation are just not. Maybe we just don't understand.
Because I'm not old. I'm still in my 20s, right?
We see each other. I'm not trying to say you old. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, am I getting old? Because, but I feel the same way about men too. I don't want to hear about that killing. And after a while, like. You're 36. Why are you still talking? Come on, Drake. Why are you still making?
Don't get it started with the Drake conversation.
Why are we still talking about? What are you talking about? Like, your music is like, talk about grown man shit.
You grow with your content, and I don't know how how long I'll be doing this, Maybe one day I will start talking about politics. I don't know. I like celebrity gossip. That's what I'm going to be doing until, I'm gonna do that well over my 40s, and if I still am doing this shit. So I'm just saying, like, some people don't want to involve in it. They want to stay where they're at, and if it's giving them results,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, it is broke. Real ass whores. It is like okay, it's like really lazy. It's like, okay, I just, it's very one note. It's like, girl, wait, like, okay, eat my okay. It's not real art. I don't respect your artistry, and that goes for men and women. Like, come on. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Well, we just gonna have to agree to disagree. Yeah, and that's the joy of the show,
right?
Now, I think we can all agree on this, child. You goddamn Taylor stans, are you fucking happy?
I don't even know what's going on.
Well, Taylor had her little premiere for her little concert film thing for Eras tour, and Beyonce was there, and they was like, "Oh my god," she said, like, this nice little thing. Okay.
Next, I'm sorry. Thank you. Next.
All right, now let's get into the Stan Wars. Stan Wars Part 2. Cardi B, she responded to some Barbz. What the Barbz did start it. I'm gonna be honest. The Barbz started.
No, usually do.
No, not usually. Not usually.
Sometimes, no, usually.
Sometimes the Barbz games start too. It's
no.
One or the
it's
other.
Very okay. Whatever. Go ahead.
It's usually.
Let me see if do I even have it on?
But see the thing about it, we were talking about that earlier. It don't be like the older Barbz. It be those kids.
The kid
That's
Barbz.
the problem.
Mm-hmm. So basically, what happened was, Offset's new album came out, and in one of the songs, it's called "Freaky." It's featuring Cardi B. And people said that it was similar. It sounded similar to her verse at the Trolls song with Tekashi.
Mm-hmm.
The flow.
Did it?
The flow. It does sound similar. Like, I mean, when you look at it, it is similar, right?
It does sound similar. However, Cardi B has done 2 songs, like the song that she just made on Offset album, like 2-3 years before Nicki Minaj dropped that song up there.
So yes, Cardi was seen doing songs before the Trolls song in that flow that Cardi was using. Now, my whole thing with the situation, I'm not on the Barbz, or I'm not on the Barbz that were talking about this. I'm not on their side, because not every Barb was talking about this. We got a whole album to promote. Okay. So I wasn't with that, because at the end of the day, people have similar flows. Like, there's a lot of rappers that use the same flow. It's a trendy flow. I've heard that several different times with several different male and female artists. It just didn't make any sense for them to say that. Like, I wasn't with the Barbz. I was saying y'all was trying to make any little thing to start drama. That's the stans. That's the difference between fans and stans. Okay. My only thing with Cardi, why you bring this to light? Anybody was even talking about this until you brought it to light. So
you gotta realize though, you don't follow Cardi on Twitter, and when I tell you that they be harassing the fuck out of this lady, she can't even post a picture of herself or her churn, and they be just flooding her comments with like Nicki Minaj pictures. Like, it's so bad, it's so annoying.
No, I'm
doing that with Nicki. Barty can't be doing that with Nicki too. Like,
get handlers to manage your social media accounts. Boom. That's what most celebrities do anyway.
Yeah,
girl, like, you're still operating like an influencer. You're a celebrity now. Act like it.
Oh no, I'm always clap back. I don't give a fuck if I reach Bill Gates status. I'm gonna always clear a bitch out, because what you're not gonna do is play with me. And then if you don't say nothing, they're gonna be like, oh, you're so guilty because you're not saying anything. Which one do you want? You wouldn't. If you shut up, you're guilty. But nobody would have. You bothered.
But if she wouldn't have said nothing, we probably wouldn't even been talking about this topic, because it wouldn't have been posted on social media. They talk about Cardi all the time.
Would have.
And again, they
need drama.
But see, they talk about Cardi all the time. It's only when Cardi responds is when you start seeing it on the neighborhood talk in Shade Room and all that. But not really.
That's not true.
Like I said,
the Shade Room can't post. They can't post her.
Yeah, they can't post. Yeah, because yeah. But here's the thing. I'm gonna ride the fence with this situation, because I understand, like we just talked about, Cardi's a Libra. We respond to everything. We're very sensitive when it comes to people talking about us. But at some point, like Medusa said, you know, at your mental health, like you should not jeopardize your mental health because of people that want to sit there and be dramatic. We all know that there are stands on all sides of the stand-dumb that are very problematic and just do shit for drama other than buying their faves music. I can come for the Barbz in that way. Y'all over here starting this beef with Cardi or anybody else outside of the stand-up when y'all could be interacting and trying to buy what Nicki got going on. That's true.
Yeah.
I can see the same thing with Barty Gang. Barty Gang be worried about what the Barbz be doing. Some, not all, be worried about what the Barbz doing other than buying her music. And look, at the end of the day, and I gotta be for real, none of our faves are topping the charts.
Especially not yours. I'm sorry.
Well, look.
I'm sorry. Like that's one thing.
Neither is Cardi. Neither is Cardi either. Like we both
Cardi has been though. Cardi has been.
Problem.
Cardi has been. I remember that video I made, and it was like XXL magazine. They made a list of like the most screaming people. Cardi is like number 13, and then Nicki Minaj is number like 18.
I'm not talking about streams. I ain't talking about streams.
Yeah.
Like you could have a good little moment and get 100,000 streams in a day, and then it can go back down to like 2 million. Okay,
I'm talking about buying. Like y'all are not buying.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's on both sides though, because if we want to look at bongos is not doing well either. Let me just finish this, and I'm gonna let y'all talk. We have a common problem. Maybe if we stop fighting each other and stream our faves and buy our fave shit and worry about promoting our faves, then we'll see.
But bongos is still trending though. Last time I saw you, and Big Difference is not trending. You can go on Twitter; it was just trending yesterday.
Big Difference is not out yet. We didn't even hear the third verse.
I thought she released that song.
No, because no. She released a freestyle. She released a scrap freestyle. See, the thing is, Nicki is dropping new details about about Pink Friday 2 every Friday until her album comes out. So that's why some people was like, "Oh, well, Nicki gonna sit there and put out a snippet when Cardi put out her snippet." No, Nicki been said she was doing this every Friday. Ain't nobody had no idea that Cardi was about to drop that snippet. So yeah, it did look like they dropped it at the same time. Like. It's a lot of misunderstanding, and it's a lot of fans that's just like fighting each other when y'all need to be worried about your fave. And I feel like I'm not saying it's everybody, because clearly we're not the fans that are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here for the music. I'm not here for the antics.
But what I will say in Cardi's defense, when it comes down, because y'all know the Barbz be all up in my comments and be talking shit about how I'm in a wheelchair or whatever. Bitch, I don't care. See, the thing about me and my attitude, that's all they can say, that it don't bother me. Yeah, they've been doing that since I've been talking shit about Nicki for
that was real tasteless on their part.
But it don't bother me because I know that it's kids that's talking shit.
Yeah.
And even if they come for my child, it don't bother me because y'all are children. I can literally find all of y'all in a heartbeat. I already found another little girl who was talking shit about my child, but she's overseas. So I can't get to that bitch. But what I will say is the reason why I like clapping back is because I'm gonna let you know that I can clap back and log out and continue my day. It's not bothering me, but it's gonna bother you that it doesn't bother me, and that's the chess move, in my opinion. That's checkmate for me.
But do you think also when you clap back, like you kind of they feel like they kind of rattled you a little bit, like, oh, I got you mad, like when you respond. Right. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying Cardi, because when Cardi clap back, it is explosive. So now I'm thinking,
it do be sometimes, but the most recent time, well, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, or whatever, she just was like, I had at the end, because like, bitch, I had. You're upset that you can't get me upset, and I feel like people always think that, oh, clapping back is like, oh, you're so bothered. No, bitch, I'm gonna let you know that I know what you're trying to do is not going to work, and I'm gonna shut that shit down and move the fuck on.
Oh, but let's be fucking for real. You clapping back is an indication that like
people clap back all the time.
It's an indication that a nerve was hit. Like with the situation with Drake. Like with Drake, when Drake wrote that long 4-page letter.
See, Drake is an emotional person.
Let me finish. With Drake, when he wrote that long ass comment, it's like, ooh, okay. Joe Budden made a valid point, a valid critique, and that's my thing. The girls that be clapping back at me, I'm just like, oh, okay, so Okay, so that's what it is. That's a lot of times the clapback, especially the round up, is because I hit a nerve. Somebody, your feelings are hurt. You're in your feelings, and that's why. Because if you didn't care, if it wasn't no true tea, you would have just like, shrugged it off. But you over here huffing and puffing and getting all upset because your feelings are hurt and because what the same thing is true. So that's my thing. I'm just like, I'm like,
and let's be clear. Let's not just say it's Cardi. Let me have some type of
anybody.
Because I feel like a lot of celebrities in general are like that. Like I seen this whole video about SZA like literally getting into a comments of somebody with 240 followers because somebody made like a stupid little negative post of a guy posting this show is whack at a SZA concert. And you was texting this girl saying, my feelings was hurt, and I feel like you're really like trying to invalidate my feelings. And you celebrities, and I mean that very plural, because you know what? There's times when Nicki be going after people too. Everybody, y'all need to this y'all sensitive as fuck.
But
y'all need
to what it is people be clapping back and then be like, oh, well, you shouldn't respond. You shouldn't say nothing. You can't tell nobody how to respond when they feel disrespected. Point blank, period. And most of the times, a clap back is just a bitch. Let me let you know something. Let me put you in your place, and then I'm gonna move on. It don't always have to be a place of angerment. And I know coming from me, because you got to do a lot to make me angry. Like you got to do a lot to make me angry. So I feel like coming from my perspective, it's not always me being angry. It's me like, bitch, I'm gonna put you in your place. And I'm gonna move on about my day because what you said was wrong. So let me correct you and let's move on. Whatever you say after that, it don't matter because I said what I said. So you can take what you said and carry it to hell because that's where you can fucking go. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like once I say what I say, whatever you say after that don't matter because I cleared it on my end. So that's a you problem, not a we problem.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, like I said, to each his own. I love how and sometimes. And I hate to bring her up because, I feel like she's always used as the example of what you should be. And, you got to be who you are. Ooh. Yeah. But like how Beyonce does not respond. And I feel like some instances she should have, especially when it came to them coming for her child. But like.
Yeah, she should have, to be honest.
But the fact that she doesn't, it's like, bitch, I ain't got to respond to y'all. Y'all are beneath me. Imagine me. Like.
Thank you. Fuck I look like.
To y'all level.
Yes,
I might do some shit behind the scenes because we all know Beyonce did that. You come like if you're in the industry and you come for Beyonce, oh yeah, I got you behind the scenes. Like we know Carrie Hilson, we know Keisha Cole,
But see, everybody ain't like that though. Like some people just feel like I have to say something. Like I have to let you know that you're a raggedy ass bitch.
I think that Cardi is still operating like a influencer. Like. It makes essence for you to feel that way because you're not a celebrity. You don't have like the same, you don't have as much to lose. You can say whatever you want and go to bed and whatever. But when you have like, when you're a celebrity and like you are running around with these same in this industry, you can't.
And I think even influencers understand that. But see, I remember there was this one time and that time when Cardi like somebody literally was posted up. And she actually went to the person's location. Like this person could have been a goddamn assailant. He could have assassinated. You ain't know what that man. It was a man ended up being too. Like I'm just like, girl, you could have got hurt. I'm just saying.
But
like,
see, some people built for that. Like when you're actually built for that life, like you don't really care. Some people don't care.
Exactly. You're a mother. Like, are you really willing? What if? You're willing to put yourself in jeopardy and not come home to your kids? And you call like if that's the case now I'm looking. I feel like you're not a good mom. I'm sorry.
That time with Malibu Mitch and they both was posted up like.
It's the same thing with Craig Sean. Like,
girl, like what?
You can't just be fighting people. Like it's just certain things you just can't do.
Yeah.
Once you become a celebrity and once you become a mother, or just a parent. Let me say that.
Yeah, we got a lot of things to lose. Yeah. Or no, y'all have a lot of things. I ain't got no kids. Y'all have a lot of things to lose. But yeah, that's just all I want to say. But I mean, well, also, Nicki dropped some snippets for her stuff. I was gonna say something about it. We just need to drop this album, Chad. Just drop the album, girl.
Is it good? Is it given? Doesn't sound like you're too happy about it.
I'm just noticing. I'm noticing a lot. I'm noticing, and fuck this shit. I'm at the end of the show anyway. Y'all probably not gonna say that. Y'all don't stay that long anyway. I'm gonna just say it. Okay, this rollout is giving Queen. That's my only problem. Now I may be eating my words once the album come out. I hope I am, but it is giving the Queen rollout because what the hell?
What does that mean?
Okay, so yeah, let me just go ahead. She did say every Friday we're gonna get like a new little Easter egg until Pink Friday comes out. You gave us a snippet.
Right.
And you first of all, you gave us a poll. What do y'all want? Do y'all want the Big Difference full song? Do y'all want something? And there was a third option, and then there was the freestyle. Everybody wanted the freestyle. Well, the freestyle ended up being a scrapped song from that album. When we thought freestyle, and she kind of clapped back at us because she was like, y'all need to learn about gratitude and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, hold on. Because when you said freestyle, I'm thinking about when you did the Tatiana remix or the Going Bad remix. That's a freestyle. That's what we thought that was. You gave us a scrap song from the album, which I ain't got a problem with the song. Could it have been another scrap? Like, could we hear some of the other scrap songs?
So what you trying to say? Like,
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that the album's. I'm not worried about the album at all. I'm just saying the rollout is looking a little messy. That's all I'm saying.
Well, as Cardi ain't had an album in 5 years, so let's not.
So let's.
Oh, yeah. we're not worried because she's still doing good features, so we ain't worried.
Oh, okay.
She's still getting awards and charting and still being very much relevant.
It's called colorism.
Her bag ain't stopping.
You can thank colorism for that. Like, come on.
It ain't colorism her. Nicki ain't so much darker than her.
Okay.
Nicki has tarnished her brand being with that man.
Let me be clear before any comments up in there say, "Oh, Darren, you switching up." Anybody switching up? Okay. I have high faith. Right. I got faith in this album.
About this shit. People care too much about this shit, and it's consuming their lives. Ooh. If these motherfuckers flop today, they still gonna be rich as hell.
Ooh. Okay. I have high hopes for the album. I think the rollout is looking a little messy. And I'm, girl, that's just all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say. But what is it?
Girl, they gonna get you, girl. You ain't no way you talking about their fave. They gonna get you,
girl. It's my fave too. First of all, I feel like we should have the right, and I think that's what happened too because she did make a tweet talking about gratitude and stuff. Yeah. I feel like
don't want nobody to say nothing bad about her,
right? And I think that also, you're gonna have fans like that. That's gonna like everything that you do, but at the end of the day, if we see a pattern, I'm like, people are gonna address it. We love you at the end of the day, but girl, we gotta.
I feel like if you like everything that your fave do, you're definitely being biased. Because I love Carly. I think Cardi is good. I think Megan is great, but there's some things that they do, and I just feel like, bitch, don't do that again.
Don't do that again.
Love them to death now, but just don't do that.
I was like that with the whole Jesse Nelson situation. I was like, Nikki, get out of this. Get out.
Because what are you doing? You defending a man that's snitching.
Because it turned in because people was right and well, that's a whole other thing. But the Jesse Nelson situation, I feel like they was coming for Jesse. You brought yourself into it, and now the whole TikTok was dragging you. I was like, girl, this was not needed.
She really,
she came after that Jasmine Garden girl who be on there, who's a spiritual girl.
I still love Jasmine. Girl, that's my girl. When they beefed, I was like, damn.
Who, Nicki went after Jasmine?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I think she came for her.
And she was like taunting her, like being like, oh, something about a black woman killing herself or some shit like that. The bitch was being petty.
It was not a good look.
I remember when she came at that one creator,
Pablo.
Yeah.
And then she was saying stuff like, "Oh, you doing content in your room?" And I was like, "Girl."
So did y'all see when I posted that video like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and there was a guy that was saying he gave a comment about like the Pink Friday album and her being on Queen Radio, and was like he don't want her on there no more because all she do is yell and scream and just drop those bombs and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And she went on his TikTok and responded back to him, and then went on Twitter and the Barbz were harassing him. I was like, girl, why are you doing all this?
She called him a jackass. I actually stitched this video too. I stitched this video. Here's the thing with Queen Radio. Queen, and I said this in previous episodes, Queen Radio, when she was on Apple Music, that's when the shit was good. Like people was tuned in. I think now this whole AMP thing, I don't like AMP. I'm glad that it's shutting down. And that's just what I got to say about that. I think that Queen Radio does kind of fuck shit up because I remember with the Queen era,
Child, they gonna get you, child. They gonna get you.
No, I've been with saying this though, but I've been with saying this.
Jump on you.
They ain't gonna jump on me because look. At the end of the day, I'm not saying nothing that y'all ain't thinking. I gotta say what y'all think because we all thinking it. We thought I enjoyed Queen Radio for what it was. Let's be very clear. That was some of the best time ever, child. When she sat there and when she really got into some things, like that was a time. But the problem was it took the attention off the album, and now it became drama. And that's not how you do a rollout. That's not how I think you should be doing an album rollout. And that's just what I gotta say about the situation. You know, like I said, we're gonna see how it's gonna play out. You know, I'm gonna talk about it on the show. If y'all gonna fight me in the comments for it, girl, fight me in the comments. You know, I'm gonna be responding right on back, like, hey, keep it cute.
Okay, love a clap back, cause keep it cute. Or bitch, I'll put you on mute real quick. I will block a bitch real quick. I don't care. Bye.
Period.
I feel like my subscribers here on YouTube, they neutral and they neutral. Like they not, they, you know, they ain't with the stay and stuff. They want the truth. Okay. Nothing but the truth. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna get out of here. That's all the topics that we have today. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, I need y'all to stay behind for you because I know I like to like lead a little chat room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have a little talk back because I think we supposed to. It was something that we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
It was something. I don't know.
I'm rolling up right now, so I don't know.
Oh, you rolling up? Okay, let's get out of here then.
Right.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this podcast, and we'll be back with the next week. Okay. All right.